What is going on, everybody? How's it going? And welcome back to the channel. So, just want to do another quick tip video for you guys. And this has to do with people that just don't really need a nailer that often. I picked up this Ryobi 18 volt 1 plus 18 volt 16 gauge strip finish nailer that can sink up to 2.5-inch nails. It is part number 1006108503, and the model number is P326. As well as I picked up this guy, which is the 18 gauge brad nailer, the Ryobi 18 volt 1 plus 18 gauge brad nailer. It is part number 1006108433, and its model number is P321. I picked these up because I'm not a professional contractor. I am an AC master technician. I'm a mechanic. And I just need to do some trim work and, repair a few things here and there. And this one actually got taken out of the box before I even did a video on it. Immediately repaired some trim that was actually at the top of the corner in the laundry room. So in my laundry room, the top actually has crown molding. And it was literally leaning, 5-6 feet out into the middle of the room. So that guy immediately got used. And if you guys want to check these guys out, see how loud they are and everything like that, you guys can go check out the YouTube channel. I'll see if I can leave a link for you guys for the YouTube channel video. Whenever I get that edited, because I'm doing this right after doing that video. But I did demonstrate both of these nailers in that video. The brad nailer is a little bit heavier than the straight finish nailer, even though the straight finish nailer is actually about 3 or 4 inches taller and about 3 to 4 inches wider, or maybe a little less. It might be about 3 inches wider. The brad nailer will do up to 2-inch nails, and the straight finish nailer, that's 16 gauge, will do up to 2.5-inch nails in hardwoods. I did demonstrate it in some pine as well as some oak, which is hardwood. Just want to give just a couple tips. If you guys are not contractors and you're not going to be using these tools every day, this guy is on sale right now for $149. And bare tool, and this guy is on, the brad nailer is on sale as well for $99 bare tool, which is kind of sad because the brad nailer at $99 is cheaper than most pneumatic brad nailers, between $108 and $160 for pneumatic model. Both of these units are brushed, so they do have little sparks that show up in this motor housing casing. It's not a big deal. I don't know anything about these nailers. I believe the reason it says AirStrike is I believe they have little mini air compressors in them. The battery powers the compressor to run the nail. That's what I believe. I could be wrong. If Ryobi sees this, hey Ryobi, if you guys can release that information, let everybody know what's in these nailers. Is it an actual air compressor, like a small little air compressor that's and a little brushless motor that's or a brushed motor in these in particular. And the HP models, they're brushless motors. Horsepower. But I just want to do a quick little tip video. If you guys don't want to, for an example, the 16 gauge straight finish nailer, Milwaukee's offering is like $479, and that's bare tool. This guy was $149. If you don't use them very often, maybe you do house repairs and stuff like that, you could use this 100 times a year, 50 times a year. You could use it 10,000 times a year. Or you could just use it, maybe 5 times in a 10-year period. For the price, it's not a bad price to just have them around, in my personal opinion. I picked them up just because I do need to do some more molding. So this molding and all this room just got repainted, everything. But all this molding here around this door in the bathroom, and that door, you know, I have some more of this trim and I've already painted it. And, you know, it's not really hard to just put the trim up. All I got to do is line it up, take the old trim down, and put the new trim up, and then nail it onto the wall. So, you know, I got some projects. I don't really want to pay the contractors that did this room. I did all the painting in this room, but they did the molding. So I did the painting in the bathroom and in this room and the other bathroom. All they did was actually put the molding up throughout this whole room. I actually painted, and me and my wife both painted all the molding ourselves for both of these doors. That door, the outside of that door has also got it, plus the other bathroom. So all they did was just cut the molding and slap it up. And Tyson, he's the contractor for Dingo Construction. He's actually one that did it. They did an amazing job. I'm not saying they do bad work. They do great work. But say I just, you know, they are too busy. I've actually gotten a quote. I contacted them to get a quote to install some exhaust fans. And I've contacted them to get a quote for installing a 82-inch flat screen TV on the wall. And they haven't gotten back to me on the quotes. And that was one of those was about 3 or 4 months ago, and the other one was like a week and a half ago. They're just so busy that they have really just not gotten back to me on the quotes. So I don't think it's a bad idea to, you know, spend about $300. You know, 150 plus 99. It's, you know, it's 249 plus tax. Plus the nails and everything is a little over like $330 that's sitting here. And this battery, I already owned that battery. It's just happened to be here for the original video. But I think they're a great price. You know, 99 bucks, 149 bucks. You get 2 brush tools that will last for years and years to come with no issues. And, you know, you'll have them hanging around if you need to do trim work or, you know, small little finish work and stuff like that. And, you know, $479 for a Milwaukee that's a bare tool. Yeah, that's a little pricey compared to this guy. And the Milwaukee's version of the brad nailer was $279 bare tool. So, I mean, these are a little bit heavy. They're not like a majorly heavier than the Milwaukee. They're, you know, maybe a couple ounces heavier than the Milwaukee. Yes, they're both heavy if you're, you know, holding them above your head for long periods of time. But I think they're worth it. That would be my quick tip for you guys. Even if you don't need them, I mean, I'm a professional mechanic, not a contractor. I don't do woodwork, you know, professionally or anything like that. But I would suggest, you know, picking these up for the price, especially during, you know, October 2025 to February 1st, 2026. That's when these deals are going on, according to the display boxes at Home Depot. So just my tip is that you may not need them, but you may think that you might need them, or you may need them down the road. Go ahead and pick them up while they're on sale. They're not, you know, fancy, but the cheapest pneumatic version of this straight finish nailer that was at Home Depot was $179, and that was from Rigid, and that was a pneumatic model that needs a compressor. This guy was $149. So it's really sad when these guys' bare tools are cheaper than a bare tool pneumatic tool. It's just sad. You know, even the Porter Cable brand at Home Depot's pneumatic models were more expensive than these guys. And they didn't even have a brad nailer. All they had was a straight finish nailer. Or no, they had a brad nailer. They just didn't have the straight finish nailer is what it was. But I hope the quick tip was helpful, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Peace!